chosen one. God said, in all of history, nobody has ever done what you just did. Nobody. Listen closely, because what I am about to tell you is not small. If you scroll away now, you may miss something that was meant to change your life forever. I am speaking to you directly, revealing that what you've just done has never been done before in all of history. This is not exaggeration. This is not poetry. This is truth that comes from a place beyond time itself. What you did broke a pattern that generations before you could not break. And because of that, everything is about to shift in your favor. Stay with this, because I am about to show you why this matters more than anything you have ever experienced. Type Amen to affirm. You need to understand clearly what this means, because this is not just about one moment or one action. What you did changed something deep in the spiritual realm, something that had been locked for a very long time. There were cycles in your life, patterns in your family, and burdens placed on your shoulders that were never meant to end easily. Yet somehow, through your pain, your confusion, and your silent endurance, you made a decision or took a step that shattered that chain completely. That is why I say nobody has ever done what you just did, because nobody in your family line carried it the way you did and still chose faith over fear. I need you to feel the weight of this moment, not with fear, but with understanding. This is why things have felt strange lately, why your emotions have been shifting, and why doors seem to be opening in ways you did not expect. You are not imagining it. You are stepping into a new reality that was created by your obedience, even when you did not fully understand what you were doing. That is the power of what you have just completed. If your heart is feeling something right now, if you feel a pull to stay and listen, then gently press the like button on this video as a sign that you are receiving what is being given to you in this moment. I am not speaking to everyone. Many will hear these words and move on, but you are still here, and that tells me something. It tells me that your spirit recognizes truth when it is spoken, even when your mind is still trying to catch up. You've been through moments where you felt alone, misunderstood, and even forgotten. But those moments were not wasted. They were preparing you for this exact shift, this exact awakening, and this exact elevation. What you did was not loud. It was not something the world celebrated. In fact, many people around you probably did not even notice it. But I noticed, heaven noticed, every silent tear, every time you chose to walk away from something that was harming you, every time you stayed when it was hard instead of giving up. It was all recorded. Then came the moment when you made that one decision that changed everything. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. That decision was not random. It was guided, even when you did not realize it. I was with you in that moment, giving you the strength to do what you thought you could not do. Because you followed that inner pull instead of ignoring it, you stepped into a place that very few ever reach. This is why your life will not look the same moving forward. There are blessings that were waiting for that exact moment. Not before, not later, but immediately after that breakthrough. You may not see all of them right away, but they are already in motion. Some will come as opportunities. Some will come as peace. Others will come as protection from things you never even knew were coming toward you. I know there were times you doubted yourself. I know there were nights when you questioned everything, including me. But even in those moments, you did not completely turn away. You held on, even if it was by the smallest thread. That thread was enough. That thread connected you to this moment. And this moment is opening doors that no one can close. You are not the same person anymore. Even if you look the same on the outside, something inside you has shifted permanently. The way you think, the way you feel, and the way you respond to life are all changing. This is not something to fear. It is something to embrace, because it is leading you toward a life that was always meant for you. There will be people who do not understand this change. Some may even question you or try to pull you back into who you used to be. But you cannot go back, not because you're better than them, but because you have already crossed a line that cannot be uncrossed. You have seen something, felt something, and experienced something that has marked you forever. I want you to hear this clearly. You are protected, not just in a general way, but specifically. The path you are walking now is a covering over it. There will still be challenges, but they will not break you the way things used to. You will notice that even when life becomes difficult, there is a strength inside you that rises without effort. That strength is not coming from you alone. It is coming from me. This is the beginning of a new chapter, but it is more than that. It is a completely new direction. Things that once held you back will begin to lose their grip. People who drained your energy will gradually fade away. In their place, new connections, new opportunities, and deeper levels of peace will begin to appear. Do not rush this process. Let it unfold naturally. Trust what you are feeling, even if it does not make sense right now. You are being guided step by step, and every step matters. Nothing is being wasted. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method, now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There is a reason why you had to go through everything you went through. It was not punishment. It was preparation. And now, that preparation is turning into something real, something visible, something that will not only change your life, but also impact others in ways you cannot yet see. You are not here by accident. You are not hearing this by accident. And what you did was not small. It was powerful beyond what you can currently understand. That is why I am reminding you of it now, so you do not shrink back or doubt yourself at this critical moment. When you break a pattern that has existed for generations, everything connected to that pattern begins to shift and reorganize. This is why you may feel both peace and discomfort at the same time. You are leaving behind a version of yourself that could only exist within those old limits. Type 222 to receive blessings. There is a quiet transformation happening within you, and it is deeper than anything you have experienced before. It is not loud, and it does not need validation from anyone around you. It is real because you feel it, because you sense that something is changing even when you cannot fully explain it. This is how true growth often begins. It starts in silence, in small internal shifts that later become visible in powerful ways. You may also notice that certain people are reacting differently to you. Some may pull away without explanation, while others may suddenly show a new kind of respect or curiosity. Do not be confused by this. Your energy has changed, and not everyone can align with that change. Those who are meant to walk with you will remain, and those who are not will slowly drift away. I am removing what cannot go with you into what is coming next. This is not loss. Even if it feels like in the moment, it is protection. It is preparation. It is making space for what is truly meant to enter your life. You are entering a season where your discernment will become stronger. You will start to sense things more clearly and understand situations without needing long explanations. Trust that feeling. It is not your imagination. It is a gift that is awakening within you because of what you have just done. There will be moments where you feel tested again, but these tests will not be like the ones before. Before, you were learning how to stand. Now, you are learning how to lead. There is a difference, and you will feel it. You will notice that you respond differently, that you no longer react from fear, but from a place of quiet strength. Remember something important. You are not expected to be perfect. You are expected to be real, to stay aligned, and to keep moving forward even when things feel uncertain. Perfection is not what brought you here. Faith did. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. The path ahead of you is being shaped as you walk it. That means you will not always see everything clearly in advance. You will have to trust step by step, moment by moment. But you are not being left to figure this out alone. You are being guided in ways that may seem subtle, but they are constant. You may feel a strong urge to change certain habits, to move differently, and to protect your time and energy in ways you did not before. Follow that urge. It is not random. It is part of the new alignment you are entering. You are being positioned for something that requires a different version of you. There is also something else happening that you may not fully realize yet. Because you broke that pattern, you did not only change your own life, you changed what comes after you. You shifted something that will affect generations beyond you. This is why what you did is so rare. Most people do not carry the strength to do what you did. You may never receive recognition for it from the world, but that does not take away from its value. What matters is that it is done. What matters is that the chain is broken. What matters is that you chose a different path when it would have been easier to repeat the same cycle. Now, because of that choice, you're going to see things begin to align in ways that feel almost unbelievable. Doors that were once closed will open. Situations that once felt stuck will begin to move. One day, you will look back and realize that it all started with that single moment. Do not rush ahead. Stay present. Pay attention to what is happening around you. There are signs. There are confirmations. There are small reminders being placed in your path to show you that you are on the right track. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. There will be times when you feel like you are moving slowly. But understand this. What is being built in your life right now is meant to last. It is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is strong, steady, and deeply rooted. You have already proven your strength. You have already shown that you can endure, that you can rise, and that you can choose differently. Now it is time to receive the result of that strength. When you are aligned, things begin to come toward you instead of you constantly running after them. This is one of the first signs that your life is shifting into a new season of purpose, peace, and lasting abundance. Signs that your breakthrough is real are beginning to appear in ways you may not have expected. Type 555 to affirm. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is said to be helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, reportedly verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is claimed to be shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and vacations. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate because this page may not be available for long. Click the link in the description and comments to discover the secret before it is gone. As you continue forward, you may begin to notice that opportunities appear at exactly the right time. Conversations flow effortlessly, and answers come to you precisely when you need them. This is not coincidence. It is what happens when your life begins to move in harmony with the path that was always meant for you. The resistance you once felt starts to dissolve, making way for a smoother journey ahead. At the same time, remember that not every opportunity is meant for you. Just because doors are opening does not mean you should walk through every one of them. This is where your discernment becomes essential. Listen to your inner voice because it will guide you more accurately than outside opinions. There is a difference between what simply looks appealing and what is truly right for your life, and you are learning to recognize that difference. This awareness is part of your growth, your elevation, and the unique journey you have been called to follow. You have come too far to return to old patterns. Even when something familiar tries to pull you back, you may feel a hesitation that never existed before. That hesitation is not weakness. It is wisdom. It reflects everything you have learned through your experiences. Type 1111 if you believe. You are no longer making decisions from the same mindset you once had. Your choices are becoming more intentional, your energy more focused, and because of that, your results will begin to change as well. There will be moments when progress feels slower than you expected, but understand that delays are not always denials. Sometimes they are protection. Sometimes there are adjustments taking place behind the scenes to ensure that what enters your life is stable, lasting, and aligned with your future. You are not being paused. You are being positioned. Something is being prepared that requires the person you are becoming today. If it arrived too soon, it would not fit. If it arrived too late, it would miss its purpose. Trust the timing, even when it feels uncomfortable. You may also notice yourself naturally letting go of old habits, limiting thoughts, and unhealthy attachments. This is not loss. It is release. It is creating space for what truly belongs in the next chapter of your life. Pay attention to the quiet peace beginning to grow within you. It may come gently and fade at times, but it is there. That peace does not depend on your circumstances. It comes from a deeper place that cannot be shaken by the uncertainty of the world around you. This inner calm is one of the clearest signs that genuine transformation is taking place. While life may still contain challenges and uncertainty, you now carry a steady confidence within. That calm has become your anchor and your strength. You are not expected to have every answer today. You are simply being asked to trust the process, even when you cannot yet see the entire picture, knowing that you are being guided one step at a time. By step, every step is leading you closer to something greater than what you have known. There is also a new level of confidence that will begin to rise within you. Not the kind that needs approval or validation, but the kind that comes from knowing who you are and where you stand. This confidence will not be loud, but it will be steady, and people will notice it. They may not understand it, but they will feel it. They will sense that something about you has changed, that you are not as easily shaken, and that you carry yourself differently. This is the result of what you have just done. You broke something that was holding you back, and now you are stepping into something that is lifting you forward. There is no need to rush or prove anything. What is meant for you will recognize you when the time is right. Continue to move with awareness. Stay connected to what you feel inside, and trust that you are not walking this path alone. The truth is that your inner world has already moved forward, and your outer world is catching up step by step. This is how transformation truly works, not all at once, but in layers that gradually settle into your life. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You are being taught to trust without constant proof, and that is not easy for the human mind. You have lived through moments where you needed evidence before you could believe, where you waited for signs before you could move. But now, something inside you is learning to move even without full clarity. That is growth. That is faith in action, even when it feels unfamiliar. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. There will be times when silence surrounds you, when it feels like nothing is happening. But silence does not mean absence. It often means that something is being formed without interruption. Just because you cannot see it does not mean it is not real. In fact, the most important changes often happen in those quiet spaces where no one is watching. You are also stepping into a place where your past no longer defines your future. For so long, certain experiences shaped how you saw yourself and how you expected things to turn out. But that is changing now. You are being shown that you are not limited to what has already happened. You are capable of stepping into something entirely new. Type A to affirm. This is why you may feel a separation from your old identity. It is not that you're losing yourself. It is that you are finding who you truly are. There is a difference, and it may take time for you to fully understand it. You will begin to notice that the things you once held on to tightly no longer have the same grip on you. You are becoming lighter, not because life has become easier, but because you are no longer carrying what was never meant for you. This release goes deeper than surface-level change. It reaches into your thoughts, your emotions, and even your reactions. There will also be moments when you feel a strong sense of direction, even if it does not come with detailed instructions. You may feel drawn toward certain choices, certain paths, and certain actions. Trust those moments. They are not random. They are part of the guidance being given to you. Understand this clearly. You are not being led into confusion. You are being led into clarity, even if the path feels unfamiliar. Confusion comes from fear. Clarity comes from alignment. Right now, you are learning to recognize the difference between the two. You may still have questions in your mind, but deep down, there is a knowing that is beginning to grow. That knowing does not need to shout or prove itself. It simply exists, steady and quiet, guiding you forward. This is a kind of strength that cannot be shaken easily. You are no longer reacting the way you used to. Situations that once would have overwhelmed you now feel different. You may still feel emotions, but they no longer control you in the same way. You are learning to observe, understand, and respond instead of reacting. This is a powerful shift. There are also things being removed from your path before they can ever reach you. You may never know what you were protected from, but that does not make protection any less real. Sometimes the greatest blessings are the things that never happen, the problems that never reach you, and the situations that quietly pass you by. You are being covered in ways you cannot always see. As you continue forward, you will notice that your focus is changing. You are no longer drawn to distractions the way you once were. You are becoming more intentional with your time, your energy, and your attention. This is not something you are forcing. It is happening naturally. That is how you know it is real. You are not trying to become someone else. You are becoming more of who you were always meant to be. That version of you does not chase what is not aligned or hold on to what brings confusion or heaviness. A new level of peace will begin to settle into your life more consistently. It does not mean everything will be perfect, but it does mean you will no longer be shaken by every small thing. You will start to feel steady, grounded, and centered in a way you have not felt before. This peace is not coming from the outside. It is growing from within you, and as it grows, it will begin to influence everything around you. Your decisions will become clearer. Your relationships will become more honest. Your path will become more defined. You are stepping into a life that is not controlled by fear or uncertainty. You are stepping into a life guided by something deeper, something stronger, something that cannot be taken away. It is rooted in a foundation that cannot be easily shaken or undone. What you broke within your life has altered that foundation itself, and that is why what is coming will have a different kind of stability. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. There is a quiet rebuilding happening, not just around you, but within you. You are being strengthened in ways that are not always visible. You are being prepared to handle what is coming without losing yourself in the process. That preparation is just as important as the blessing itself, because without it, you would not be able to sustain what you receive. You may find yourself looking back at who you used to be and feeling a sense of distance from that version of yourself. That is not rejection of your past. It is growth beyond it. You are not meant to stay where you once were, and you are not meant to think the same way forever. This shift is evidence that you are moving forward. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who are struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind. But this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. There are also new levels of awareness opening up to you. You are starting to see things more clearly, not just in your own life, but in the people and situations around you. Things that once confused you are becoming easier to understand, and patterns that once repeated are now visible in a way they were not before. This awareness is a form of protection. It allows you to move differently, choose differently, and avoid what once held you back. It gives you the ability to recognize what is aligned with you and what is not. As you continue to grow, this awareness will only become stronger. Type 1010 if you trust God. You are also stepping into a season where your patience will be tested, but not in the same way as before. Before, your patience was tested through waiting without understanding. Now, your patience is being shaped through trust. You are learning to trust what you cannot yet see and remain steady even when things are still unfolding. This is a higher level of faith. It is not only about holding on during difficult times, but also about remaining grounded when life is going well, when circumstances are changing, and when new opportunities begin to appear. It is about staying aligned no matter what is happening around you. There's something important to remember. Not everything that comes into your life from this point forward is meant to stay permanently. Some things will come to teach you, some will come to test you, and some will come to bless you. Your role is to remain aware and avoid becoming attached to what is not meant for you. You are being guided into a life where you are no longer led by fear of losing things. Instead, you are being led by the trust that what is truly meant for you cannot be taken away. That shift alone can change the way you experience everything. There will be moments when you feel a quiet confidence growing inside you. It may not be something you talk about, but you will feel it. It is the deep assurance that you are moving in the right direction, even when you do not have all the answers. This confidence is not built on external validation. It comes from your connection to what you feel within. As it grows, it will influence your decisions, your actions, and even the way others respond to you. You will notice that you no longer seek approval the way you once did. You no longer feel the need to explain yourself to everyone. Instead, you move forward with quiet certainty. This is part of your transformation. You are also being reminded to stay grounded in gratitude, not only for what is coming, but also for everything you have already overcome. Every challenge you faced, every difficult moment you endured, and every experience that shaped you played a role in bringing you to where you are today. Nothing was wasted. Even the moments that felt painful or unfair served a purpose that you are only now beginning to understand. They were building strength, wisdom, and resilience within you in ways nothing else could. As you continue moving forward, you will begin to see how everything connects. What once seemed like setbacks will reveal themselves as stepping stones that led you exactly where you needed to be. This understanding brings a deeper sense of peace because you're no longer walking blindly. You are moving with greater awareness, understanding, and inner connection that continues to grow stronger. Even in moments of uncertainty, that connection